Brought to you by the Rugby Outlet Mall, equipping you for freedom and connection through rugby. Find out more at rugbyoutletmall.com. Oh, what's really good, everybody? Welcome to another great episode of Grow Rugby. My name is GiftTime at Bailu. I got just a really good interview for today. Like, I enjoyed it. Now, I'm going to be honest, because I know a lot of times people are saying, hey, nobody wants to see the sausage being made, but I'm here to be honest with you, and I want to let you know what things are as they are. This interview was actually done several months back. It was one of the first ones that I did for the HBCU Rugby Classic, but there had been some audio issues that needed to get fixed up, so I had to work on that before I was able to drop it. But it's definitely one of the good ones, definitely one of the great ones. Talk to my guy Saafir with Morehouse College. If you don't know what Morehouse College is, that is another HBCU, historically black college and university that actually had been a part of the HBCU Rugby Classic, one of the original two, as is now has been the two, and then the high school programs itself. And we had a really great conversation talking about the origins of Morehouse College Rugby, where they're going, impact that they've had within their community, and subsequently to the individual people. I think it's definitely one that you're going to want to listen to. You're going to enjoy it. After my voice is done here, you're going to enjoy listening to his voice as well. But I think it was definitely one that you attach yourself to, because it's a really good story, and it's really honest and it's really thorough. And like I said, it was a really great one. I'm glad to finally be able to release it and not just be sitting on it, because you want these things to be able to be heard and viewed. I want you to be getting this knowledge. I want you to get this knowledge, yo. But no, I really think you guys will love this one. And yeah. And look, as always, these episodes sponsored by the Rugby Outlet Mall, where we are here to equip you for freedom and network via rugby. And we want to make sure that you guys are able to catch what you want. And obviously, we want to be a symbol for all things when it comes to the connections and bridging for rugby. It's not just another rugby shop where you're going to be looking at kits and socks and bags, but it is one that is supposed to help you and will help you lead into the culture so that you can subsequently use rugby culture both on and off the field. So I'm excited to be able to hook you guys up with the coupon code ROMRugby2020. That is ROMRUGBY 2020, and that's going to give you free shipping on all goods directed to the GTRN and HBCU Rugby Classic lines. We have everything leading from movies to T-shirts to food to travel equipment. We want to make sure that as you enter into that rugby life, as you are able to travel, as you are able to connect with others, that you have the means of being able to do so properly. So check out Rugby Outlet Mall, RUGBYOUTLETMALL.com, or you can look us up on Rugby Outlet Mall on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Give it a follow. Catch up on what we're going to have pushing through. We got some great things coming up, but check it out. You guys want to be a part, help support, yo, go take a look. And that's coupon code ROMRugby2020. All right, now let's get to it. Saafir of Morehouse Rugby. Check it out.
Grow rugby, grow rugby, grow rugby, grow rugby, grow rugby, grow rugby, grow rugby.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to this show. I got a great guest for you today, coming out of the ATL, representing for Morehouse College Rugby. My guy, one of the first to come on to the HBCU Rugby Classic, Saafir. Bro, thanks for coming through.
Yes, sir. It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure. I wouldn't be doing anything else with my time at the moment, this time of night. So, be spreading the culture of rugby amongst our community, man.
Yo, amen to that. I love it. Bro, I always really appreciated when you guys came through. And, it was so exciting to be able to start this stuff off. But kind of getting everything kicked off, like, tell me, how'd you get involved with, like, Morehouse Rugby? How'd this all end up starting?
So we started the idea came about in 2011. One of my incoming freshman colleagues from DC went to DeMatha, and also one of my, I guess I would call them old heads or upperclassmen. They had the idea to start the program, and by the time 2012 came around to where the team was actually coming into fruition, I had been, trailblazing for the swim team at the time, trying to get the swim team to become a club sport again at the school, because back in the 70s, Morehouse was a dynamic swim program, which was crazy, hard to believe, you feel me? But I was invested in that, and I kind of knew the in and outs of what it took to get a sports program to that level. And pretty much I was cool with the guys who had the idea, and I was more than, you feel me, honored to help when they came to me like, hey, you feel me, what can we do? What are some of the ins and outs of, you feel me, getting this club to where we want it to be and recognized us at the school. And from there, we kind of just put it on our back and championed it until where it is today. You feel me? I kind of, took a little bit more of the workload just because of, you feel me, my hustle. Like we spoke about that, but that hustle became a hustle for rugby. Like I fell in love with the sport, and it's rare that you saw me on campus without a ball, or you saw me, you feel me, in the calf, and I wasn't talking about the team one way or another. So I just took it upon myself to champion that mission and that movement. And from there, the brotherhood just became thicker and thicker.
You're jumping between these two sports. So what made it for you the decision to switch over completely to rugby, and then ultimately put swimming to the side, I guess, competitively?
So 2011, second semester, coming into 2012, the swim team was taking off. You know what I'm saying? We kind of got it to the point where myself and the person I took on the task with, Jelani Watkins, we could just pass the reins down, That's just how explosive the movement was, you feel me, of the AEC Tiger Sharks, you feel me? They were just like with how I did with rugby. When I was champion for the swim team, I was literally doing the same thing, talking about it all the time. You know what I'm saying? Letting people know about the history of Morehouse's swim team and how we were playing and beating Tech and Emory and, you feel me, schools like that back when swimming was, you feel me, not a sport for us. Even so, like in the 1970s, like that's crazy. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
And little do people know, Samuel L. Jackson was actually on the swim team.
Oh, what? It's true.
Back in that day, on some wild, low key fun fact. But, yeah,
I like the double humble brag. It's the Samuel L. Jackson was on the swim team. Also, Samuel L. Jackson, Morehouse alum.
yeah, yes, sir. So, literally, I would use that. I came into Morehouse as a freshman with this knowledge of the swim team, and I also swam pretty much from 10th grade to 12th grade year. So I was a swimmer all in all coming into Morehouse. So I was like, oh yeah, I got to make a team, blah, blah, blah. This is what I want to do, et cetera, et cetera. Not knowing, you feel me, rugby was, you feel me, in the bushes. Like, hey, I'm about to steal your heart. You know what I'm saying? Once that took place, I was able to, pass the reins down of leadership on the swim team and pretty much take on the next task. I felt comfortable with where the team was, though the foundation for the swim team could have been a lot more solid, but you know what I'm saying, it's still an unorthodox sport for us, you know what I mean? So for a school to fully be vested in it is going to take a lot more and more, you feel me, time and funding. So that might be a project I pick back up when I'm, super wealthy in the future. You know what I mean? But yeah. So
No, and I get that. So so rugby ends up happening. The swim team's moving. So then, whenever you guys came into rugby, because I think the first time that I got to meet you guys was 2014, 2015. I think it was around the same time as whenever they're doing Atlanta Sevens for the women, and I found out that Morehouse College had a team, and I was like, "Yo, are you serious?" I was like, "Wait. When did this get into like this is
rewind.
right?"
Yeah.
So,
Definitely.
you guys, this is like 2013, 2014. You've been at this for the last couple years. What were some of these challenges that you guys were having in developing the team?
Man, so many. First, I would say battling the ignorance to the sport. What people thought they knew about the sport, and really rectifying that ignorance first. But mainly, yeah, that I'd say that was the biggest thing. Secondly, under that was it was a competition between us and every other sport at Morehouse, every other established sport. So to use facilities and to use parts of the stadium that we really needed to utilize sometimes wasn't always available and accessible to us. Like even if there would visibly be no one in that area, just certain things weren't allowed because we didn't reach that level of officialness yet to where we had the clout to start doing things. But once we started making appearances in the school paper and beating local teams around us and challenging Emory and challenging state and things like that, that's when we kind of started to get more noticed. And then we started to realize that we needed a faculty presence. And that's really what changed our trajectory tremendously, because once we got that, then we were able to start, renting vehicles to travel. We were able to use indoor facilities when it was rainy and things of that nature. Some things that we really have to rekindle, now that I'm thinking about with the program and keep, alive with the program. But very pivotal avenues that would definitely help us. But mainly it was the use of facilities, the use of the football field, literally being able to put up flyers around campus, getting them approved by the campus. What's it called?
The intramural office or something like that.
Pretty much the organization. It was called CASA, but it was pretty much the organizations that were responsible for any event that would go on campus, the requisition of the rooms and stuff like that. Like it had to be approved through, the SGA and stuff like that.
Oh my God, it sounds like so much bureaucracy.
But competing with the other sports, debunking the myths about the sport, as well as just overall fears of trying something new. But for me, that was really easy to overcome because all it took was consistency. Like, though in the moment I was annoyed, like, why aren't people trying to come and play rugby? Like, but at the end of the day, you got to realize people don't really take to new things as quickly as you might think. You know what I'm saying? They like to see other people do it first, and it's like, okay, then I'll try it. You know what I'm saying? So the rare finds that would just jump in and be like, hey, I'm all in for rugby. I'm down. Let's do it. You know what I'm saying? I stuck to them. I was like, yeah, come on, pull up. But the ones that I kind of had to work on and keep reminding every time I see them, you know what I'm about to say to you type look.
Mm-hmm.
That's really what it took. You know what I mean? And once that started to be understood amongst everybody on the team and not just me, that's when we really started to get a presence on campus and traction on our mission.
Dude, man. Hey, yo, look, I think that, again, it's one of those things that people underestimate how much work. And, I've been a big believer. My hope is to be able to get it on every athletic willing, capable HBCU rugby campus, because I realize
Yeah.
that some campuses are community colleges, some just can't
Right.
have sports. But for the ones that can and are capable of holding it, like the work to be able to go from student athlete, student to student club starter to recruiter to authority maintainer, like
E-board member.
right, like yo, the diligence that you have to have, and especially when you don't have the natural outside support that goes along with it, it's can be very overwhelming. But yo, once that, like you said, consistency. And I feel like this is facts for life, but consistency ends up playing the name in the game in this one.
Right. It was to the point where, like, if I saw anyone, literally, I mean, we go to an all-male school. If I saw anyone that remotely looked athletic or even didn't, you know what I'm saying, like that just had a certain energy, I'm like, all right, bet. You look like you'd be good at rugby. Why? Because of this, that, and third. Oh, you play basketball? This is what you like about rugby. I kind of just had to start making it something relatable to them and where they were. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you play lacrosse? Well, this is how this is similar in rugby. You feel me? I had to make rugby relatable to them in their own way so that it wasn't something so ominous looking, you know what I mean? And the thing that kept me going so hard was that we're at an all-male institution. Come on. Like, there's no excuse why we can't find 15 brothers, 20 brothers, you feel me, to get on this field for this cause. And I just refused to believe that, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to accept it. So I just kept going every day. Like, even though I was, doing a number of other things, rugby had become one of the things that I wanted to grow. You feel me? And I saw the worth and the necessity for it amongst our people and our community. So, yeah, I definitely feel like that's just something that is going to stay with me for life now. And it's not just like, I was in college and it was something cool to do. Nah, like, this is transcending after college. Like, we're not done.
Facts.
Not finished. Because it really dawned on me, like, when I graduated in 2016, I was just like, man, like, what next? And then I really thought about it. I'm like, we are the ones that's really responsible for getting this sport, getting the knowledge of this sport to our people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? No one else, the Morehouse Rugby alum, that's our responsibility. That's our duty. You feel me? As alumni of the team, wherever you go, you champion the Morehouse Rugby name, and you also, champion the sport of rugby amongst, you feel me, our community, because it's vital. It's definitely vital.
Yeah, dude, and it comes kind of to one of the reasons why I created the HBCU Rugby Classic, but even to what I wanted to get this career going, because of the fact that there is that. I think, whenever we step onto the field for this first time, it's like, oh man, this is dope. I like to play on the field. Then like we get a chance to see the rugby culture in it of itself, and you're like, oh, okay, yo, this makes sense. Like this is close. Like, and we've all been in other sports, whether it's swimming, football, basketball, or whatever, but there's always something that comes within this rugby culture that it's like, I know I've been cool with all my guys before, but there's something different about this. There's something deeper that goes in with this.
It's a different bond because I feel like it redefines, playing for the person next to you. It really does, you know what I'm saying? Like, and it personifies it the best, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Like basketball and the NFL, and yeah, y'all are teammates, and by doing your specific role, you are helping the team, yes. But in rugby, there might be a chance where I literally need you. Like, I need you to help me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I need you to be my support in this specific moment, where I just don't see it translating the same in other sports, Like, I feel like with rugby, on a certain play, if I'm not where I need to be, I'm letting my brother down.
Right.
Not because, I missed the shot or, I threw an interception or something. Nah, but just because I wasn't in the right spot to be of use to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, that you can't really plan that. You know what I mean? That's kind of like, we got to be on the same page. We have to have like a hive mind almost.
Right.
In order to really make this thing work. And that's what I love. I feel like once we as a people get a hang of that thought process and that love and care for the person next to you, positive things are coming. Like good things are, you feel me, bound to happen.
100%. And again, that was one of those things. Like I was like, yo, the connection, especially like when you start traveling out and you see rugby, not just within your team or your area, but then you start seeing it in other states, you see it in other countries that given the opportunity. And the fact that you had the opportunity to go to other countries with it, and it still maintains this level of cultural similarity. So it's just like, okay, one, you sit back and you go like, one, why is nobody really ever talking about how much this network really is like, it is
the secret society.
What? Yes. I like, and all these people are in legitimately all parts of life from all levels, and it's just like, like I get you get frats, but here's this rugby life thing. All you got to do is, at the worst, is be able to play on the field. At the least, just be a participant. Like, be a participant with the team or the culture, but you don't even have to even be on the field. And it's just like, why didn't nobody really explain this as being like one of those common ground things that you can get across the board, where it's just like, just know, hey, you play? Yeah, I play. Oh, man, we good.
Facts, we automatically fan.
Right.
Automatically. And it's like, if any other sport were to make a team, like, or make a group of people unified, it'd be this one. You feel me? Like, because I feel like rugby's a sport where you can't not trust the person next to you.
Right.
Other sports, maybe. You be like, okay, I can do this by myself. Okay, I can take this to the hole. You feel me? I can, do this alone. But when you're on that field, you have to be able to know, okay, this person's about to be here when I carry this ball into contact.
Right.
Or, hey, come with me. I know I can put you in a spot to score. You know what I'm saying? Because of what I'm about to do. You know what I mean? It's literally, it doesn't, rugby is like, and for me, it's like war. You feel me? It's like you're on the battlefield, and if you're going out with your platoon, you got to be ready for whatever. You got to be able to put yours on the line for him and vice versa. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that closeness isn't built, you feel me, through easy stuff. Right. You know what I'm saying? It's not built overnight, but it's not easy to create that bond. You know what I mean? If it was, you feel me, all these other sports would definitely be, you feel me, higher up on the international level. You feel me? That's why I feel like rugby's so close to soccer, because they got to be able to trust each other on that soccer pitch. Like, we running back and forth all these times. Like, I gotta know, we gotta be on the same page. You feel? I'm not gonna be wasting my energy for this. You feel me? To not be on the same page to win. You know what I mean? But yeah, bro, rugby definitely builds a whole different texture.
Dude, and I'm going to even add one more layer, and I think also it adds to what differs it from other sports, and I'll say even this with soccer. I think there's something about the way that we utilize the social. Because, like you said, whenever typically in sports, it's us and our guys, our teammates, versus us, the other teammates. And it's not just like, it's the others, like, that's my enemy. And I'm not messing with them in any way, shape, or form, on or off. Or even if we do, it might be very loose, but we about to destroy those guys in general. Right. But within rugby, like, it's, we're going to battle it on the field. I always say it really is fam, because it's like, look, I'm going to battle you on the field. You might be my brother. You might be my sister. You might be my cousin. We going to battle it out. Then we're going to be good afterwards. And like, it's a very weird way to switch off. Because typically you want to hold it, so it's like, if I play you again, I don't feel anything about taking you out. But it's like, no, we're not trying to take you out in the classic sense. It's like, we trying to bump you. Because if you just go and be like, I'm going to target you and aim and take you out, I can mess up my teammates because I won't be there on where I need to be in the right place. You know?
Right. When the ego gets involved, you feel me? That's really what it is, bro. It's that lack of ego, and it builds a sense of selflessness and selflessness, because it's like selflessness for your teammates, and on the other side, like you were saying, they're the opposition, but what's it to me? Like, I want them to give me a good game. You feel me? I want to be. I want to challenge them. Oh yeah, you just got a good hit on me. I'm about to get a good hit on you back, and then we're gonna laugh about this later. You know what I'm saying? We're not gonna get mad about it. Yeah, I think it's just that redirection of the ego. You know what I'm saying? Not in a negative sense, where it's like, oh yeah, if we don't win, we're lesser than blah blah blah. Nah, you feel me? We're still great athletes, and so are they. You feel me? But rugby's a game where it's any man's game at any point in time. You feel me? Any point in time. So, and that you can't help but respect that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just how it is. You can't. And when you get mad about it, you really just sit there and you got to think what led to this. You feel me? This L or to this. You feel me? Emotional discomfort within me. And a lot of times it's something that you feel me. Either you did or there was a weak link in the team, and that's what also makes it beautiful, because now you know where you can fix. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can see it. Like, it gives you such a wide range of
just options of emotional options, emotional breadth.
Yeah, there you go. So you can actually pinpoint where you went wrong at. You
right.
Feel me? The thing is, like, we always promote picking the person next to you up. You feel me? A lot of other sports, you get mad. Oh, you messed up, blah 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 blah. Right. You know, you get an emotional rage. But rugby, they're like, oh yeah, next time. You
right.
Feel me? Because so many phases and so many minutes and seconds in the game, it's just like, bro, you're wasting time thinking about this. We got a game to play. You feel me? So it kind of just that's really one of the things that helped me on a day-to-day sense. Like, something doesn't go your way, there's so much more time to, you feel me, to fix it or make it up or find another way. You feel me? But that's literally the sense of rugby. Oh, this hole didn't work. Let's try another way. Swing the ball back out left. You feel me? Oh, didn't work left. Swing it back right. You feel me? Keep trying and don't give up. That's really the basis of it.
No, I think that's 100% truth. 100% truth. All right, so, let's kind of fast forward a little bit to HBCU Rugby Classic 2018. We had been talking about this, honestly, on and off for the last year or two. And I didn't even, it was funny, like, I didn't even realize how much I talked about it until one of my buddies explained it to me, and he was like, yo, you've been talking about doing this for 2 years. Like, I'm glad that you were doing this. So, obviously I got in contact. Say what?
That's how you know it's a seed.
Right.
It wasn't awesome overnight, but you feel me? You brought it into fruition, bro. Like, eternally, you feel me? I commend you for that, bro, for sure. And like, I'm here in whatever aspect you need to really get this to the level I know it can be. And this is only the third year, and it's already,
dude, boom! It like that's the thing that got me so excited. So wait, before I go into that, because I'm gonna start getting too hyped, because last year it changed it. Like, I'd never been like so set. I'm like, okay, I have there's a clear vision for this, and we all in it. But, the first year whenever we did this, obviously we talked about it before, but we never knew what was going to exactly happen. Obviously, I talked with Sean Elms, who was coaching with you guys at the time, and, we're like, hey, come to Baton Rouge, let's do this game. So, for you guys, like, what was the decision-making process? What was the process like on that first year to be able to come out?
Man, so 2018, I graduated in 2016. So definitely this was something I was, you feel me, wanting since we played FAMU that first time. You feel me? We're like, okay, FAMU got a team. Now we can really make something happen, have a tournament. Now that Prairie View had a team. Coming out there, it was mandatory almost, you feel me, in my eyes. So I was literally, once again, getting up on my soapbox, trying to get people to, you feel me, unify and get down, you feel me, to Baton Rouge. But we didn't have the best showing, but I knew that's something that we had to, you feel me, be a part of. Like, literally, this stemmed from something that we did. You know what I mean? This is something that grew because we were able to pioneer a way and keep this team alive. So I was super elated, even though we took a beating that year. You know what I'm saying? it was the bigger picture was that we created history again. You feel me? And we created something that will only get better as the years go on. You feel me? And that's really what's the most exciting part. Like, it's just gonna get better and better each year.
Man, and look, and it did. Look, at year number 2, we come back with it, and I won't lie, I was a little worried. We had, leading up to that one was its own little set of challenges, but when we finished out, like, that was amazing. Probably one of the most emotional moments I'd had, because it was just, there was so much that we were able to get done. So then year 2 comes around, right? And you guys come in, like, there's this new set of heat that you guys came in with. And so tell what was the lead up whenever it was like, okay, we're doing this again, part 2. Like, what was the lead up for you like?
Okay, so this time, I definitely was trying to make sure we got the word out early enough. And I also wanted to make sure that we were able to bring more Morehouse guys than we did the previous year. That was really my only focus, getting 15 people down there to really field a full 15 side. Luckily, our coach, Sean, looked out, got us an Airbnb. So, housing wasn't an issue. That way, we just had to worry about transport and, winning the game. So, being that I play for the Atlanta Renegades currently, I was able to, pull on a couple of my connects who, wanted to be involved with the HBCU Classic as black rugby players. And I was like, bro, you're in Atlanta, Morehouse is in Atlanta, you can mob with us. Like, definitely come down. So we were able to give an opportunity to those guys to be a part of history as well. But really, we were just gearing up so that we could give Prairie View a better game than we did that first year. And I think this third year is about to be one for the books for sure, because I guess this is the tiebreaker year.
Right? I call it the championship snatcher. Like, where is it gonna go until we start it again? But I think that was one of the things that it made me so happy, because look, obviously I'm very unbiased on whoever wins and loses. I just want everybody to make sure they're having a good time. But that being said, because you guys won, it, in my opinion, I believe it became a rivalry, which I think becomes something much bigger than it is just a competition. And to know that it was like, yo, I got one, you got one. Oh, we about to go hard for this last one.
It's tiebreaker year for sure. And that's really where I envisioned it going. You feel me? Like, coming into 2019 HBCU Classic, I was like, yo, I don't know if we're gonna win or lose, because we had a lot of rookies. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of why I was able to utilize my teammates in that regard, because they were able to help bring the Morehouse guys up. And that's really what rugby is, you know what I'm saying? If you know something about the sport, you impart it to the next person, you feel me? That's really how the sport goes, because you don't want your teammate on the field lost. Right. You know what I'm saying? That's going to be bad on you know what I'm saying? Because say you pass your teammate the ball and he just takes off without support, you feel me? Now you just lost the ball, you know what I'm saying? So it's like you gotta be on the same page. But that was a big factor in how we were able to come out in 2019. I was able to put my guys around a lot of rugby knowledge in general, and brought them up to speed. So that's why I think this year is going to be super interesting, because now as I'm coaching them this year, I'm seeing that they're taking the reins and being leaders themselves. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to teach their teammates themselves, even though they're still, active student athletes. They're taking that role as, I'm the big brother on the team. I'm going to start telling you so coach doesn't have to. You feel me? I'm bringing you up to speed so coach doesn't have to. You know what I'm saying? It's really taking that ownership of this program, and that's really what's got me excited for this year.
Dude, I love that. One of the things I asked, I asked even the Prairie View guys was, what was changes that you guys kind of had coming after the HBCU Rugby Classic? So I know the first one, it was a little different, but the second one, you guys had like legit spread. Like, I remember seeing, because you guys took the post or whatever, and I started seeing it on like some real channels, and it was really making a spread, and I was like, Okay.
Yeah.
So like, okay, yo, especially when you guys had done the change during your the Morehouse Pledge, the Morehouse Alma Mater song or
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
So like, has anything improved for you guys with from the campus or publicly after that moment, or what kind of what's changed from this last year going into this year for you, for y'all?
Us, we for sure now, like if people didn't know, we have a stronger presence on campus. We have a stronger social media presence as well, to where high schoolers can see us and see that Morehouse has a team, and we are still active. But I think the most change I've seen since last year is one, like I said, the ownership of the team from my young ones. They're really taking it upon themselves to do the work that it's going to take for them to be successful as a program now and in the future. But also, big changes. We don't have to, you feel me, fight with administration anymore. Even if we don't have an academic or a administrative faculty presence or a voice, there are more people administratively in our corner than not. You know what I'm saying? So if ever we possibly need something, at least we can be heard. You know what I'm saying? Our students are able to go to administration themselves without having to have like an adult coach talk for them. Now we have a voice. We have a demand, and we also have a clear representation of what this program is breeding. You know what I'm saying? Now we have rugby alum. Like, come on. In 2 years, we have rugby alum at Morehouse College. Like, that's something that has never been said before. You know what I'm saying? So, like, that alone is something that's allowing us to get a better foothold, because now the alumni associations from all over the country are involved. You feel me? Now they know exactly. So they know what's going on, and they know how they can support and help. So I feel like every year is only going to get further and further until rugby is the sport at Morehouse, man. I can see it.
The vision's what. Look, I know I have a video that I'm gonna end up putting out this week. This week, that's just like why HBCUs need rugby, and it has been in my mind exactly the reason why, and a lot of it has always been stemmed from the fact that when it came to football, a lot was lost during the 60s and 70s, and especially the 80s and 90s when they started pulling athletes from HBCUs and these smaller schools and going into that. So you didn't have that. Basketball felt the same, but rugby has a whole different dynamic. We have a different communication system. We have a different method of distribution. We're able to tap in, and there's a world of selection, literal world of selection that can come through and be able to elevate not just the rugby program, but the universities themselves, creating newer alumni and stuff like that. So to be able to see, like, for me, it's seeing that and making that a realization and opening up that new set of opportunity and network that people never assumed that they would be able to reach. Cause
that's crazy that you say that. That's one of the things that actually changed the game for us as we were, pioneering to get to where we are. The fact that we found support that made Morehouse's support obsolete. Like, we were self-governed, you feel me? We didn't need them for equipment. We didn't need them for uniforms. We made a GoFundMe. We had our uniforms. Like, literally, we didn't ask them for anything other than use of facility, use of, you feel me, maybe a vehicle. Other than that, we're not asking you for a budget. We're not asking you for money. We're not asking you for equipment. And the rugby community literally in Atlanta held us down. You feel me? They're like, oh, y'all are the first rugby team. Of course we're going to help. Here, take these balls. Take these pads. You feel me? Here. You feel me? We want to see y'all. And then people from High Country, James Dahlberg and the rest of the good High Country guys who came and acted as our older brother club. You feel me? We really didn't want for much outside of the recognition as a Morehouse team or a Morehouse sport, and that didn't come until we started winning. To be honest.
Hey, look, you know what? Sometimes you got to do a little meritocracy to get to that point. But when you show that commitment, yo, people want to jump in.
Yeah, exactly. It's definitely something that was worth it for us, and now they see the worth in it.
Man, I love that. I love that. All right, so I'm gonna kind of wrap it down because I want you to be able to go get your proper rest. This year, last year obviously we added this high school side, and this year we've been able to expand it more, even adding the club side, bringing in roots and stuff like that into the fold. When talking with these up and coming generational kids that are going to be playing rugby and been playing since high school, and a lot of them are now starting to look at HBCUs, especially because it's getting hot now. Again, to focus on HBCUs like it should have been a long time ago.
Right.
You go in and you're just like, all right, so you have these kids. What is it that you want them to understand is defined as Morehouse Rugby? And this even goes to the possibility of Clark Atlanta and Morris Brown out there and the other HBCUs that resonate through Morehouse. But we'll talk Clark Atlanta since that's your sister university over there. But,
right.
What do you want them to know when they say, yo, Morehouse College Rugby? What does that mean on and off the field?
So I think when I think about Morehouse College Rugby, I think about our mascot that we had to choose because we weren't allowed to use the Maroon Tiger. And the mascot we came up with was the saber-tooth. And when I think of an animal that's relentless, you feel me? And no matter the obstacle, no matter, you feel me, the terrain, you feel me? Saber-tooths were out in the snow, you feel me? Still hunting like regular, you know what I'm saying? But I think of something relentless that didn't give up and didn't take no for an answer, which is the precise nature of the sport of rugby. And that's why I'm glad Morehouse came into fruition how it did with all the adversity that we witnessed and faced, because it showed that we were made for the task and that the team that we had was ready for that mission. And with all the other HBCUs, I want them to know that all of us are relentless. We're relentless people. You know what I'm saying? That's in us by history. You feel me? It's in us by nature. So I charge all the other HBCUs to be relentless, try something new, you feel me, and get out there and join the ranks with us, because this is something beneficial for all of us. And you won't really understand fully until you immerse yourself in it, That's like trying to figure out what's in the ocean by looking from the surface. Can't really do it. Gotta get down there, man.
Bruh, I love it. Yo, that is facts, bruh. That is facts. I love it. Dude, Seif, man, I really do appreciate you, man, taking this time. Like, this was great.
It's a pleasure, bro. It's a pleasure. Like, you already know that Morehouse is about to come with some heat. Yeah, I'm excited that Roots is getting involved as well, because that's all it's going to take is everybody with this mission to link up and continue to utilize our joint resources to make and create. So I'm very proud of the work you're doing, and keep it up, bro. Can't wait to see where it all goes, man.
Amen, brother. Amen. Hey, look, and no, it's not just like a humble thing or anything, but legitimately, this couldn't happen without you guys. It wouldn't have been able to happen without PVMU. Like, this does not exist unless you guys are doing it. Everything else is just window dressing for me, but you guys already did it, and I just wanted to make sure that you guys can maybe get the credit. And if I can help be part of that, that's the least that I could do.
Thank you. And definitely a huge shout out to PVA&M, you feel me, because they're a solid rival, and I feel like with these two teams, two staple teams, where you feel me, the sky's the limit. We can start, promoting HBCU rugby all across the nation with these two powerhouses of a university. You feel me? And I feel like all it's going to take is building a network of these HBCUs that will literally be responsible for each other.
Yep.
In a way, you feel me? Hey, Fisk University is needing this, that, and the third to keep their program alive. All right, bet. How can we help? Boom, 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 boom. You feel me? Morehouse is boom, 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 boom. You feel me? It's a team. You feel me? This is a sport, but it has a bigger mission. You feel me? Attached to it. So I'm definitely down for all of it, bro. For sure.
I love it, man. Yo, thank you so much. Thank you for your time, brother. And I can't wait to have you guys out here.
For sure, man. Have a good evening. So we'll see you the end of this month, brother.
Yo, that was a really good information. That was a really good conversation. Like I said, did you guys like it? I told you would like it. Like I told you would like it. Like why are you tripping? You know you liked it. And guys, if you guys like this episode, check out some of our other ones. Last week, we spoke with Blaine Scully. We had Blaine Scully's interview, USA Rugby 15-7, Leicester Tigers, Cardiff Blues. We spoke also with Angela Elena of Swiss Rugby, aka the Rugby Evangelist, the women's version. Grant Cole, don't take any offense to that. Even before that, we spoke with Chisei Belu of Pedaled, helping to have high school and college kids find opportunity utilizing rugby as their method. And we had so many more. We had Phil Thiel of USA Rugby, Nia Tapper, USA Rugby Sevens, Dave Rhymes of Atlantis Rugby and the USA All-Americans, Tiana and Kyle Granby of Roots Rugby, based here, all African-American, predominantly African-American team, and also Mike Toussaint and Raheem Vital of Prairie View A&M. Look, all of them really great episodes. Definitely go check them out. And in the meantime, definitely give us a review, throw us some likes. You can check us out also on GiftTimeRugby.com or get all GiftTime Rugby on all social medias. So you guys have a great one. I hope you guys continue to stay happy, healthy, and highly favored. Yo, you guys take care. Talk to you later. Cheers.